Hey, Whisky fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
We have a Whiskey Tour of Scotland, Day 9.
Pack your bags, let's go.
Alrighty, so Day 9 has a 12-year-old Speyside from Strathmill in an ex-bourbon cask. It comes in at 46% alcohol.
Nice.
I'm excited. Wow. This whiskey tour has exposed us to a lot of distilleries, and I have never had Strathmill. I don't think so.
A lot of these that we're getting to taste don't usually have expressions sold in the United States.
Or at least not a lot of them.
Unless you're lucky and you have some stores that are able to get independent bottlers.
Right.
Otherwise, these are generally distilleries that are used by blenders.
Yeah, this is really fun.
Diageo and Chivas. And
yeah, right.
This is cool.
I'm loving this. Okay, so I'm getting a little outdoorsy maltiness on the nose.
Outdoorsy.
Yeah, a little bit, like a little tree-esque, a little vegetal tree.
I guess it's more vegetal to me. It's okay, but I am getting like a soft, like you know when you like overcook biscuits in the oven, but they're not burnt.
Really?
Like that. Did that make sense? Probably not, unless you've done it so many times.
I don't think I've ever done that before, but
you just know how to cook well.
I've burnt toast once.
Yeah, but that's the burnt. This is like when you overcook it, but it's not completely burnt.
Okay. I don't know. I'm getting some beautiful perfumey notes. Like it reminds me more of
slightly
a men's cologne.
It's got a little bit of zestiness to it. You know when you freshly grate like a lime? Not so much of a lemon. It's almost like a lime, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know if I've gotten lime before.
I think I get that. It's interesting.
Just the zest.
Yeah. Should we get into the palate?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cheers.
How is that a Speyside?
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Okay, it's Strathmore. I don't have any
Strathmill.
Strathmill, excuse me. I don't have any frame of reference for that distillery. But I think you're saying wow because it almost tastes a little smoky on the end. Right. I get a lot of like the sweet
peat.
Yeah.
Slight peat.
It's honey on the front.
Oh yeah. Biscuits.
Yeah.
That are not overcooked. It just finishes with the barley and then almost like a smokiness that could be perceived as sometimes peat does. If you're really sensitive to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
So it could just be the malted barley, but I am getting that slight peaty smoky sensation right on the back of the finish. It's just like really it like wafts in. I kind of intrigued by that note. I like that.
Going back, you get a little bit of some nice little fruits. A little honeydew? You get a little honeydew?
On the mid palate.
Yeah.
It's beautiful sweetness. It's a tad juicy.
Yeah.
On the mid palate. So it's that sweet.
It's like a melon fruit.
Honeydew is actually apt because it doesn't have that weird musky quality.
Okay, now this says 46.
It's very flavorful.
Yeah, but
I like that.
It doesn't drink like a 46.
I
feel like it's so much lower.
Should I put water in it or not? I'm gonna.
I think you might. Okay, try it.
Okay.
But I have a funny feeling you might lose the delicate sweetness and the fruity that we actually love in it.
I put quite a bit of water in it.
But I have been known to be wrong many times.
Yeah. It's sometimes you can kind of guess what a malt will do when it accepts water, and almost every time I've added water to bourbon, I've been incorrect. I've noticed that I try to add water to bourbon sometimes to see if it will change the bitterness, and I end up amping up the bitterness to no end. So
bourbon is different than Scotch
to me.
when you add water.
Scotch just seems more accepting to water, and I don't know if that's just our bias or because we're just so used to drinking bourbon in a certain way.
I enjoy this.
But this is fun.
This is nice.
The outdoorsy smell does get damped down. The nose does get damped down a teensy bit.
Oh yeah,
it's
almost barely there.
See what the palate is.
Yeah. Okay, that just made it to where it was just
okay.
me.
It's okay.
Okay. It took away that maltiness, that smoky on the very end, where it's almost sort of slightly could be like
the smoky's gone. But do you have a little bit of barrel bitter on the back, or some kind of a bitter note tinged at the back of this one now? I think with water it ends up a little bit.
It goes from the mid palate to the end.
Yeah, it extends like
it's
a bitter
not
note.
In this one.
No, I think it's a little bit more pleasing to me without the water.
That's because the fruits.
It kind of smashed on this one.
Yeah, so the fruit is hiding that mid palate to finish, where it's the oak on it.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you guys think? What are your tasting notes on today's Day 9 Space Side out of Strathmill? Mm-hmm. Give us your notes below. While you're down there, hit that like button. And if you like what we're doing for this channel, subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you can join us in our next videos. Help us finish December strong. Well, I don't know about you.
I fancy this whiskey.
I fancy this whiskey. Cheers.
Without water.